Arts in Newmarket. I apologize for our late start tonight. It was entirely my fault.
We are so sorry.
We're really sorry, and we'd like to apologize to the people that we have on the show tonight. We're here and joined by Qualia. Justin, Christian, and Jason, welcome.
Thank you.
Hi. Good evening.
Good to have you here. You guys Newmarket natives?
I'm from Keswick. I grew up born in Scarborough and raised in Keswick.
Excellent. And you?
I grew up in Aurora.
Aurora, lovely town.
Close to Newmarket.
And Jason?
Same with me, Aurora.
Aurora boy?
Very cool.
Yeah, we grew up together. Yeah.
Like same
school.
house?
Might as well.
Might as well have been.
He spent a lot of time at my house.
Oh, good.
Through high
Jamming, right?
Yeah.
Jamming? Lots of jamming?
Do you guys discover music together?
We did.
Pretty much, yeah.
We did. We started playing in a band when we were in the 8th grade, and that was a while ago.
8th grade make you what, 14, 15 in the 8th grade?
Yeah,
Oh, like
something like that.
13.
Oh boy,
yeah.
13.
Yeah.
So it's been a solid 17 years.
Oh my
Wow.
god! That actually
Solid
like makes it feel
17.
so
Wow.
nice. That's so wonderful to
That's
play
very,
together.
very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't join the band till later. I'm a little bit older than these guys, so I think I came around when I was about 21, 22. You
Yeah.
guys were about 19.
We were 19.
I think, yeah.
How did that
Okay,
happen?
cool.
You met through some other place?
There was an ad up at the Arts Music Store that they wrote up there looking for a singer, so I called them up, and it's a funny story because I called them up and said, hey, I'm really interested in coming to jam with you guys. I said, okay. I said, yeah, I really kind of grew up on the whole Seattle scene, right? Like, because Soundgarden, Nirvana, I'm 34, so that's kind of
Right in the sweet spot there. Right?
Yeah, that's kind of my age gap, and it was weird because for some reason, broken telephone, Christian thought I was from Seattle. So when I come there, they're like, "Oh yeah, you're from Seattle, right?" And I'm like, "No, Seattle."
Close, Keswick. It's
Seattle.
Yeah.
They're both north.
They're both on the water.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Huh?
So I
So you're
came
like,
and
oh, we're gonna have an American in our band. How's that gonna work?
Now, the dirty little secret about you guys, though, is that Taylor was at one time in your band. Is that
I wasn't
right?
in Qualia.
Is that right?
We
I
played
love
with Taylor
Qualia.
for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Why did you fire her?
We did actually. It's none of our fault, and none
No.
of it in this room. It's all Tim's fault. Sorry.
Tim, yeah, exactly.
Tim moved away, and then it kind of lacked. We
Life.
lost a bit of whatever we had going. Momentum, and
Yeah.
routines were changed, and just slowly it started to,
I became a father.
It's true, yeah,
my,
yeah.
Yeah,
You
children
got
do it.
married.
Children do it. Exactly.
Relationships and children ruin everything.
Musically,
No
anyway.
comment.
No comment.
Jason and I never played together, but I got to share stages with you, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
Didn't you play in Swallow by the Earth?
I did,
Yeah,
yes.
so that was when Justin played your bass. Remember I played that show and
Yeah.
I filled in for Cadillac Blood or something, and
Yeah,
we
that's right,
we
yeah.
did a
We did
solo
with Tim.
piano set in the middle of this metal show, which was pretty
wasn't
fun.
Tim there too? Tim?
No,
Yeah.
Tim wasn't
Oh,
there
was he?
that night.
Oh, that's
But we've
right.
played quite a few shows together at the Fur Cannon.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Oh, it was.
There's
It was
videos
great.
online, and
Oh yeah.
check them out. These guys
yeah.
rock. But Qualia is awesome, and I always loved your guys'
Well,
material.
we appreciate that. It's too bad we have a couple new songs. They're on iTunes, Spotify. It's kind of hard. SoundCloud as well. Yes, you're right. SoundCloud, under Qualia Canada. Speaking about Tim, he's the one band member that's not here tonight. He moved to Vancouver, so our whole recording process and a jamming process has kind of been revolved around whenever Tim is available. So he actually flew down in July, and we recorded 2 of our songs, our newest songs. Laid it all down in like 2 days.
That's amazing.
And just
Very cool.
we have a little recording studio at my house, and Christian took recording engineering at Harris, so he knows how to do recording and stuff. And
Yeah.
Knick Knack Studios, shout out to Graham Shaw.
We love Graham Shaw.
Yeah.
I've already given I gave him a shout out before because
Yeah.
there's been other bands that played with him or recorded with him. And
Yeah. I did my
Always good
vocal
work.
stuff there, and he did some mixing and stuff. So,
How much fun is that vocal booth though, right?
It's great,
Where there's
you know?
no windows and you're just totally by
Absolutely.
yourself.
Isolated,
I loved it.
100%.
Yeah.
It's great, and he's got a really good a mixture of microphones. He's got a
Cool.
whole array of old, new, and he's a wealth of knowledge. He's very smart, very
Totally.
smart guy.
Yeah.
So Tim moved to Vancouver but didn't leave the band.
No.
Yeah.
Makes rehearsing a challenge.
Long distance relationships are the
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
Costs
difficult, eh?
Oh, yeah.
$1,000 every time he
That's
wants
right.
to come in and rehearse.
So, kind of rewinding a little bit, we had another drummer for a while. The band before was called Pure Blind. It was out of Aurora. We had that for a few years, and our parted ways with our drummer. Tim came in about, what, 06?
Yeah.
05, 06. And it was called Remain Unseen at that time, Qualia. And we wrote some songs, and then it kind of transformed into Qualia after a few years, different writing patterns. We were more progressive back then, and we kind of just found our sound and our gig about 5-6 years ago.
How would you describe that sound?
What do you guys think?
Rock, hard rock, I guess.
Hard rock, progressive.
Yep.
I hate to say it, toolish.
Oh, I love
Whatever.
it. They have a Tool-esque vibe, but don't tell Tim because he's
No,
mad.
yeah.
Don't tell Tim. But no, you guys definitely have a progressive feel, but it's got a lot of melodic and, dynamic elements to it too.
Is Tim as good as Danny Carey?
Pretty close.
Oh, he's so good.
No way.
He's
pretty good.
Well,
I
he's
can
the
see
best
why you
drummer
didn't try
I've
to
ever played
replace
with.
him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I would probably say the same thing.
he's the-
But like he's so
Can.
what's the word? Like
Diverse.
and knowledgeable too. He's like, yeah, I'm
Language.
playing this type of shuffle with a boss system, and it's like
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But it sounds good.
It sounds amazing.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He studied drums a long time.
Sounds like he still does.
With Paul,
constantly, right?
Yeah.
He trained a little bit with Paul DeLong.
Really?
Paul DeLong is that his
David
name?
Langoff or
David
Lang.
Langoff
That's who I
as
remember
well.
talking
Dave
about.
Langoff. So yeah,
Whoops,
and he's got a Latin feel as well. He's got
Yeah.
he's got some Latin experience, and he kind of that with us brings us to a different category too. Because if you listen to our styles, sometimes you'll hear some Latin licks. And a little bit of reggae and
Mm-hmm.
stuff that's put into
That could be cool in heavy music, though. It's,
yeah.
and I can see why you want to keep him in the band. It sounds like a major contributor.
We've tried to play with other guys, and it just
Yeah, when we started playing with him,
Replaceable.
yeah, we were like, oh, this guy is way better than us. There's no way he's sticking around. So we're like, guys, we got to get better. We got to get better real fast. Or
He
he's-
signed up for lessons immediately.
yeah, that's it. That's it. And
yeah, you shouldn't downplay that. Christian was a guitar teacher for a long time too, though, and Jason, they're both really good musicians.
You all of you are amazing
So, well, I
musicians
appreciate
in what
that.
you do, and you guys all have your own unique styles. I think.
Yeah.
I feel like I actually know Qualia's music pretty well.
Yeah, you do.
And,
I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah.
amazing musicians all around.
I appreciate that. It's too bad we had some difficulties.
We had
but-
technical difficulties. There's some file format difficulties, and there was new songs that you guys just recorded, right?
Correct.
Which we were going to share, but unfortunately, not today. Hopefully, another day.
Yeah.
Come back and we can play the recordings. But we've
Absolument.
got some instruments in hand.
We do have some instruments, so we can hear some live music as opposed
Yeah.
to dead
If we're
music.
ready, are we ready?
What do you think?
Somewhat.
not quite.
Haven't
I gotta
tuned,
tune that
okay.
thing. I gotta
So how about
tune
you
that
tune
thing.
Christian's
that?
got a
Keep
tune.
chatting.
She was in the cold for a long
You
time.
can
there.
tune while we chat
Yeah,
a
you
little
tune
bit,
while we
maybe.
chat.
That sounds good.
Is it okay?
No.
No.
All right,
not
show's
okay.
over. Thanks for
I came here to
Thanks
talk.
for coming, everybody. So maybe we could talk a little bit about the origin of the name.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. I don't know that I
Oh,
even
boy.
know.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Christian.
So that.
You gotta tune your guitar.
I'll bring it
Hey,
over.
but you, Justin is a guitar player. He can tune my guitar.
Okay, how would I do that?
He's well versed in the tuning of many instruments.
He can, yes.
Acoustic,
So you're a
electric.
music teacher that doesn't know how to tune a guitar? Is that what you're
He's got,
No,
he's
I
got to
can't.
talk
It's
about
sing
this
at a
with
time.
us.
Apparently, I need to talk.
You would rather talk right now.
Sure. I don't need these.
Nah, you can
So the name came about for a long time. I was into psychology and spiritual sciences and stuff, and the name Qualia, or the term Qualia, kept coming up in things I was reading and watching, and I was like, what is that? I've never heard that word before. At first, I called it Qualia. When I read it, I was like,
I called it
what is a
Qualia
Qualia?
the first time I saw it. Qualia.
QLI?
Qualia.
Is it a small bird? A small northern bird?
I'll have the roasted qualia.
I'll have the Qualia with mashed potatoes and risotto. But it actually is a term that describes the difference in everyone's human experience. It's the reason someone like Seinfeld versus likes Friends. It's based on their qualia, their life experience,
Right.
where they've come from,
Quality of
where
life.
their quality of life, which is why the first little bit is actually quality. Quality
Yeah.
is like the key term there.
Yeah.
It's the root of the word is quality. So the quality of your life, I suppose, for lack of a better way of putting it, is basically what qualia is,
Very
your
cool.
experience.
Yeah.
So it was my very deep and thoughtful contribution because I'm so deep,
He's so deep.
so deep, and brooding all the time with the brooding.
Deep end. Nice.
Deep and brooding. So, and that's why I'm married now
Oh, yeah.
to my lovely wife Mallory, who's
Hi,
listening at
Mallory.
home, and told me that the show would be an epic failure if I didn't give her a shout out.
Oh, maybe. You're right.
So
Hi,
success!
Mallory.
Mallory, shout out to
Success.
Mallory. Congratulations. You're now on FM radio.
That is it. Your name has been mentioned on the radio.
You've arrived. One to scratch off the bucket list. Well, thank you for that explanation of the name. Why did the rest of the band accept that weird name? That's kind of...
Because they're all weirdos. Just kidding.
No, exactly.
I love you guys. Love you.
Yeah, I'd say that's accurate.
That's pretty accurate.
Hey guys, I've got this idea for a name.
It was a lot better than I think Remain Unseen at the time. Was
I like it better. I think it's more unique. Sorry.
I hate to tell you, but this isn't in tune.
It just then that's not. Then there's something wrong with that.
Well, apparently I was wrong.
This is the day of technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. So this is Arts Talk. I'm Dave Peters,
And I'm Taylor Koss.
and you're listening to Qualia. And we are preparing to do some live performances here. But if you were to see what's going on here, we've got lots of pedals and amps going on. So just a lot of technology.
Things might get loud.
No.
So how about songwriting processes? Why don't we talk about that?
So we've been playing together for 13 years, and we've written 8 songs.
It's
No.
slow. It's a slow process.
Prolific.
If you hear the songs, though, it sounds like there's a lot of thought into it.
We've had lots of ideas. We've had lots of scrap songs. We've had it always comes in process wise is Jason will come up with a riff, I'll come up with a riff, or Christian will come up with a riff. We jam it out. We've had jam sessions for hours. We've jammed on the same riff for 2 hours before, and then we're like, wow, that was great, let's make it into a song, and then somebody goes, I don't remember what I was playing.
That's the Christian noise. They don't know it.
Was that what I played? We'd come up with a cool groove and it just wouldn't fly. So unfortunately, we were plagued with a lot of what a lot of musicians get plagued with is trying to make the next best song instead of just trying to put out a song.
Yeah.
Just saying this is good enough.
It's a really
Let's
good point,
just
though.
Stay
Yeah.
and play
and
this.
let it develop and grow on its own time rather
Correct.
than trying to force it at the beginning. I totally understand that.
So
'cause, yeah.
we're plagued with that, and also there's been times throughout the years of the band that Jason was going to school or busy, Christian was going to school busy. I have my own business, so I was always kind of around, but I got married and later on had a
the
child.
baby.
Correct, and Tim moved around, did different things. So there was times that the band disbanded. Per se, and then came back after. But we always stayed in touch. We always kept writing our own stuff, and then something would trigger something, and then Jason and I a couple years ago, everybody was on a hiatus and started jamming, and Jason came with a couple sweet riffs, and I drum as well. So we jammed some things out, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, "Yeah, great, let's start recording again," and kind of went from there. What do you think?
Every once in a while, though, we hit one out of the park. We write a song in like
Nice.
one jam.
Yeah,
But,
Very good.
That's usually when we're playing more. Like,
jamming and playing, and yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So is there some kind of longer range objective? I mean, it's already been long range. There's not a lot of things that hang together for 13 years. Is it destined to be anything other than the sort of the four of you enjoying doing what you're doing?
I think the way that I look at it is the three of us and Tim as well will always play together. As long as we have an opportunity to write or play, we'll always have that. So if Tim comes, we have a couple songs that we've never recorded. If he comes back, when he comes back, we have a couple songs we'll lay down. But right now, the three of us are still writing, and we have another a buddy of ours who's a fabulous drummer. And I think we're going to start another project with him.
Who's
So
that? Can we know? Okay, wait. It's a secret.
It's a
Is
secret.
it?
Chris Jackson.
Chris
Yeah,
Jackson.
yeah,
Chris Jackson's awesome.
Yeah.
Who also played with Taylor
Yeah, we played together.
and
Yeah.
Justin and myself. We
Yeah.
all played together.
Yeah, I miss
Yeah.
those days too. I'd always love to go jam with you guys. It was so much fun.
So yeah, so we're gonna continue on. It's not Qualia without Tim. So we're gonna write some. We have other ideas, write some other songs, and move forward.
Do you perform
Totally.
much?
We did.
When Tim was local.
Correct.
Yeah.
The last Qualia show was 2012 at the
Yeah.
Jam Spot.
When we thought the world was going to end, so we might
Yeah.
as well do it.
Yeah, on my birthday, 12/12/12.
And there was
Oh.
also
Oh.
there you go. And then there was also a Tool show that week as well. So that was kind of interesting. We got inspired. We went and saw
Ooh, I
Tool
wonder if that
and,
that was a show that I went to too.
yeah, probably. Yeah,
it was
January.
Wintertime
It was
show
January
at
12th.
ACC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the show I went to.
Correct.
We opened up with Hooker. Sorry,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a-
yeah, exactly.
I bleeped out the wrong word, but anyway.
Yes. exactly.
I don't. Can you
We
say
know.
either of those
we know.
things?
We know.
You know what I'm talking about.
Well,
Any Tool fan will know what I'm talking
but
about.
at the same time, if you know rugby, there's the hooker is a rugby
Term. He's a guy.
So it's a
there
rugby
you go.
term.
Yeah,
So
There you go.
exactly.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
what that song is about. It's about
And you
rugby.
went and saw Maynard the other day, didn't you?
I did, yeah. The
Did
three
you
of
all
us.
go?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so jealous. I want
Yeah.
to hear your music, but I also want to hear about Maynard.
It was great. He's a very interesting person, very well read,
Yeah,
very knowledgeable.
for sure.
Alan Cross was hosting it and asking him questions.
Cool. He's awesome.
Alan Cross, I love
like
that
him.
guy. He's
Yeah.
great.
The funny thing
so
is,
he
yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say he asked the question about the Tool album, and
Yeah.
Maynard's face kind of went red, and
Like, no, he doesn't want to talk about that.
Yeah,
doesn't
he
like
doesn't
talking
like.
about
No.
No.
He wants to talk about Pucifer. He wants to talk about
Which is
wine.
awesome. I
he
know,
wants to talk about
but,
wine,
yeah.
and he wants to talk about maybe APC. But other than that, he doesn't want to
No
talk about
Tool.
Tool.
There are
Yeah.
Tool haters out there. There are definitely Tool haters.
There's a lot. Tool is just a whole other subject. I think that is for another time.
But
I
Maynard
want to
won.
hear about Qualia. I want to hear Qualia's music.
Okay.
I know that our time is running out
Okay.
second by
So
second.
it's time to. So we
We'll
are
talk
in
to you
conversation with Justin, Christian, and Jason from Qualia. What are we going to hear here, guys?
This is a song called Pingala. And this is a song that was written a long time ago. Christian actually, in one of our hiatuses, came up with the guitar riff and brought it to us. It was his own song that he was working on and said, listen, I got the song. He showed it to Jason and I. Jason and I loved it. And then we kind of went from there. Pingala is the opposite of Ida. So if you don't know what that is, and it's a Chinese meridian, is that what it is?
No.
What is it? You explain it.
You gave me a bad lead in. It has nothing to do with that.
Okay, then you tell me what it is.
Ida and Pingala,
Yes,
they are
the snakes.
the two opposing snakes.
It's like yin and
kind of,
yang
and
sort
like
of
yin
thing,
and
right?
yang.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
yin and yang.
Yeah, so that has something to do with this? Yes,
Yes,
it
it
does.
does.
It does. However, this was rewritten to not be performed with drums, so we actually just rewrote the song the
Ooh.
other day.
I'm
Yes,
looking forward to this.
it's in a lower key.
Yes. a little
All right.
quirky.
Okay, is that all your
Are you
stuff
ready?
on there?
We're ready. We're
I
all
think so.
ready.
This is
How
Qualia
about you?
on 102.7 Shop FM.
Okay. Ready? Yep.
If I delay in this constant debate, then I'll fail again. Did I betray that I'm stronger today? Well, you're led astray. As I patiently stare, I'm becoming aware of my own dismay. My vision dilates, you obliterate all of my plans again. I'm craving like a stray child. My reflection, my tormentor. What I'm taking will complete me. Still you mock me like a deaf child. You confide in me. Who I'm supposed to be. And I am whole. I won't beg and I won't steal. Hey, can I have what's mine to make it real and complete? Idol. I won't beg and I won't steal. Hey, can I have what's mine to make it real and complete? Idol. I'm craving like a stray child. I'll consume you. Will you be my martyr today and float away, leaving behind the secret to stay? I'll be okay. Will you be my martyr today and float away, leaving behind the secret to stay? I'll be okay. You confide in me. Who I'm supposed to be. And I am whole. And I won't beg and I won't steal. Hey, now I have what's mine to make it real and complete. Idol. I won't beg and I won't steal. Hey, now I have what's mine to make it real and complete. Idol. And if I play in this constant debate, then I'll fail again. How did I portray that I'm stronger today while you're led astray?
Qualia
Woo!
on 102.7 Shop FM. This is ArtsTalk, and we are in conversation with Qualia, Christian, Justin, and Jason.
Oh yes, that was awesome.
It was really good, guys. Really,
Never
really
heard
good.
that version of that
Thanks.
song.
No. We are in talks, obviously. Taylor's a very busy woman. We always wanted a female accompaniment on this.
I'm sorry that I didn't.
No, hey.
Sorry. I wanted,
Totally
I
understand.
always wanted to do it, but yeah.
Totally understand. But that song, lyrically, there's so much going on. So in order for me to sing this, I have to leave out a verse because it's very rhythmic, it's
a
very
back and
rhyming.
forth thing,
Correct.
right? And it also comes to the whole, what you were saying, Pingala and Ida.
Correct. Yeah.
It's a really, really cool song idea and everything.
So the lyrics, when I wrote it, it's me looking in the mirror and trying to find something in my reflection that I feel that I don't have in myself. So it's this Ida Pingala thing. It's me looking at, it's Pingala, it's in Pingala's voice or words speaking into the mirror, wanting to be Ida. He wants to be Ida because Ida, he looks at the mirror and sees this perfect thing. What he doesn't realize is they are in the same, they are connected. So so that's kind of, excuse me, when I wrote it and we did the lyrics, I had to do it on two different tracks because it would be one kind of speaking back to the other. So when we rewrote this sort of thing, I just took the one line of Pingala and just carried that on.
Sounds really good.
So have you sung that with him as a call
I
and
don't think
response?
that we actually really did it seriously.
No,
we might have
correct.
sang it back and forth in the car or something.
Yeah.
But that song is online on your SoundCloud. If
Correct.
you check out Qualia Canada on SoundCloud, you can hear the original version of that where you have the back and forth singing.
Correct,
But
yeah.
hopefully one day we can do that because
Yeah,
I still really
absolutely.
want to do it. It just was a
Yeah,
busy
bad
month for me,
time, right?
so,
You
yeah,
know,
exactly.
and we've talked about that before of redoing that song.
cool.
Even if we do it with Jackson, it would be like a whatever band.
It's a different version.
Covering
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Qualia's-
Oh, I like that.
But you were saying that
Cool.
the original arrangement of that tune had a drum part, and you did.
Oh yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the guitar sound you're getting there. A really nice atmosphere.
Yeah, that was kind of the idea. Something had to fill in the drums missing. So
Right.
that's what we kind of came up with.
It sounded
Something a little
great. It
different.
sounded really cool.
Yeah.
And
Very
you
good.
could hear the tool in there. I'm
Even with other drums, which is pretty funny. Right?
I
Yeah.
believe that we're hardwired with certain grooves, certain beats.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
The stuff that you just naturally default to.
Correct.
If you're just to pick your instrument up and play with the first thing that comes to you, it tends to be those things that you heard
Yeah.
early.
Some people are like, oh, I'm completely unique and I have no influences and blow up. This is all like, no, like there's something in your subconscious where you're like a 12 or 13-year-old person
Sure.
or whatever age you are when you hear something that really influences you, and that's gonna stick with you whether you want it to or not.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
in you. So
Yeah, that's
That's
like
the
it's
beauty of
standing
music.
on the shoulders of giants, right? And I remember the
Oasis
thing
or
watching Sesame Street when I was a little kid, the dog playing the piano, a little song called 8 Little Notes.
Oh.
Right? He was talking about that's all there are, man.
yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
seriously.
That's it. Just
Things you
go
can
up and
do.
down, and you got music.
yeah.
So the writing process, it sounds like, is a little slow for you guys.
We average about half a song a year, so we're doing all right.
It's like you're making
Okay.
whiskey or something. It takes time. You gotta,
You
it's gotta
gotta
sit in the
age
barrel.
You gotta walk away from it for a while, let it
Put it
ferment.
down.
So in the meantime, are you playing covers or do you just jam around the stuff you're working on?
I haven't played guitar in almost 3 years,
Yeah.
so.
Oh, you
That
have.
makes me so sad.
You have.
No, we haven't played together. We probably stopped playing music, 2 years ago?
2
2
years
years
ago,
ago.
yeah.
So that's a
Yeah.
lie, but it's
And then
been.
Tim, but
Well,
then Tim
it's-
has been
yeah.
in and out too, here and there. Yeah.
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 It's awesome that he's coming back and still you guys are still making music together. I was really happy to see that you had new material.
It's a
coming
click
out.
that we have, and
Yeah.
we get it's a thing we get into the room, and it's a click. You know what
He's
I mean?
you guys are all irreplaceable in your band.
To each other,
Absolutely.
absolutely,
You can't yeah.
absolutely. And even getting back to Pingala, I remember when Christian wrote this, and Jason wrote this killer bass line to it. Remember that? Remember Jason came up, he's like, I got a bass line for Christian's song, and I just went, man, that is a bass line. Like, that is.
Yeah.
It made this. I was like, it made the song. Like Tim's beat is the same through the whole song. It's classic. It's sweet. It's not the average Timmy where it's very
banging.
intricate.
He's a little, yeah.
Yeah, he's a little bit more back a little bit,
Yeah.
and just kind of. And Christian's guitar playing in that song is very atmospheric, as we said.
Yeah.
So it's Jason and I that can kind of fool around a little bit.
Cool.
And I remember when you came with that.
Like
that
fooling around with.
yeah, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
fooling around with
Yeah.
Jason.
No, it's a
Nice.
great
Yes,
bass line.
yes.
Did it come out of nowhere? Was the
No,
melody
it-
running through your head and you
He
thought
just, I don't know, Christian probably sent me the song and I just fiddled around with stuff that I liked.
Very
Honestly,
cool.
I don't remember.
of it? Stuff that still get in there. It stews, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in the shower and you're going, oh yeah.
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 Gee, the fun part I love about writing with these guys too is I'll come up with when I do the vocal lines we jam on things and then I'll come up with a vocal thing, like I usually sing gibberish, I usually don't say anything.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
but
he
I,
doesn't say
Yeah, it's a
anything at all.
placeholder, right? Just
correct. So I
make
just
sounds.
make and I do the vocal melodies, and it's great because all of a sudden Jason or Christian will be like, I like what you're doing, and they'll start playing that. So then I'll go, okay, cool. I kind of like what you're doing, and I'm going to start doing your thing. And Jason's like, and Christian will be like, oh, I like what Jason's doing. I'm going to elaborate on that. So we start one
Swap
way,
parts.
and we just swap everything, and we just keep moving, right? It just keeps the process just keeps going, and we
is there
seldom.
anything more fun than that?
No.
Nothing
No.
in the world is more fun than that.
No, it's a pretty cool process when you jam with a group of guys and you're just playing music, that's all you're doing, but you know what the other person's going to do.
Yeah.
Like, you know where it's going. It's like
Right.
a conversation without words.
I-
It's
Right.
a cool thing that musicians do all the time together. And when you're lucky enough to play with a group of guys for 11 years,
13.
you have a
11?
13?
yeah.
13?
Yeah.
You have a pretty good sense of each other's abilities and where you will go and where they won't go.
And we push each other. When we first started playing together, we were all at a level. And it always seemed that one of us stepped up past the other one. So then we all had to catch up with that person. You know, all of a sudden, Tim was...
Especially when Tim joined the band.
That's it.
Well, Tim,
Tim
Tim set the bar. And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, Christian went up. And then Jason went up, and then I went up, and then Tim went up, and then Christian went up, and then Jason went up, and then all of a sudden, now we're playing with these guys that, like, you know, Jason is a monster on the bass. Like, his licks are just incredible. Like, we rely heavily on Jason for the choruses.
Right.
Yeah.
For all of our choruses, our heavy choruses and stuff, we rely on Jason.
Bass led.
Christian and I, a lot of the times, will come up with, in the writing process, we'll come up with the verses or riffs. You know, we'll come to the table with a couple riffs and we'll all jam on them and stuff like that. But we never, every time we write a chorus, Jason goes, no.
Nah.
He's the chorus master.
Jason
he
is...
doesn't look like he's, be that aggressive.
Yeah, oh, you have not. And when you talk about
He's
pushing, if
passive-aggressive.
anybody ever pushes me, it's Jason. Like,
Really?
when we're recording, like,
He's
lyrically...
blunt. He's very blunt.
Well, I'll be going through this. And I'll be like all upset. It was taking us all these days to record these lyrics, and I'll be like, Jason, we got it down. Christian's like, yeah, it's pretty good, and Jason will be like, no, you can do better.
No.
It doesn't have the argent rasp you'd say. It's not raspy enough.
That's a
It's
good
not.
person
You
in the
don't
band, right?
push it
It is.
enough.
Push
You know,
yourself
and Tim does that too.
Yeah,
Tim is hard on
for
all of
sure.
us. So, but in return, Tim's hard on himself. So
Yeah.
we respect that, right? And even
That's a
counting
level.
music, like we write music in 7/4. 13/8 is another song we have. It's in 13/8. 5/4, 6/4, 6/8. You know,
Hide the one, right?
well, exactly.
That's it.
One,
Where
1, 2,
is the
3,
one?
1. Yeah, exactly,
And
exactly.
if it
We
wasn't,
double
if
it.
it wasn't for Tim, we wouldn't be able to do those things.
That's what I was getting
because
at.
it's not every drummer can follow those ideas, and a lot of the beats, it's just Tim playing something that he's been working on at home that's like 11/4, and he'll be like, "That's kind of cool," and then we won't find out till later that it's some wacky time signature
Yeah.
that none of us could
But
have
it
ever
makes
come
sense
up
When
with.
you try to
guys.
count it
Yeah.
out, you go, wait a second, what is that?
Yeah.
You can feel the changes coming, but
It's like,
you
yo,
can't-
it's a Mozambique. It's a
It's a Mozambique. Yeah, the 7/4. Jason
I
came.
miss the impressions of
Jason-
the band members.
Jason came
Yo,
with the
you
7
know.
because Timmy's is Trinidadian.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's got a pretty good. He was raised in Canada, but he's still got a pretty decent
I
Trinidadian.
didn't realize. He likes to
Yeah,
remember.
exactly.
Yeah.
So yo agent.
Yo,
Yeah, so we all mimic
Making
each other.
nostalgic.
We mimic Christian. We mimic these guys mimic me. I used to get the brain pain.
Oh, Christian, Jason, can we hear the Justin?
I don't really have a Justin impression.
Christian,
Doesn't
you
make fun
def-
of his dances.
Oh, my
And he does
dancing.
little dances and stuff.
Oh, my
ah,
dances.
I got the brain pain, fellas. Oh.
How would Mater?
can't-
How would Mater dance
How
to
could-
this?
yeah,
How would Mater dance to
that's
this?
All right, you guys brought a lot of gear. You
Yes,
gotta play
we
another
should do
song.
one
So
more,
let's hear another song. What are you gonna play?
Oh,
Oh,
You
that's
got one
kind
more
of
in
on
you?
the
You got one
spot.
more?
What do we have that's in D? You guys want to play
Most of her songs.
most of our songs?
Do you get- can you-
Because we play in
is-
C sharp as well.
Toth? Is that like a? Can I request? a
Which
song,
one is
or-
that?
That's like
I'm not the
the.
one who decides.
Yeah.
oh boy.
Let's try it. Might as well.
Well, here goes everything.
So this is on the fly. I requested this.
This is on the
song.
fly.
Oh, fun.
So
How about, is there a way to do Houdini? I feel like I'd be.
I think Morgan Freeman would be better, but it's C sharp.
It is C sharp, yeah.
these
Morgan
guys
Freeman
are
and C sharp.
adorable.
Just to remind everybody, you're listening to Arts Talk.
Yes, you are.
And I'm Taylor Koss.
I'm Dave Peters. No, I'm Taylor Koss. He's Dave Peters.
That's correct.
Just kidding.
And this is 102.7 Chop FM, and we're in conversation
Yeah, it's too heavy.
with
Yeah, it's too
3 of the
heavy.
4 members of Qualia.
Yes.
The
And
fo-
as we mentioned, we had some technical difficulties, so we're on the fly with this show,
We are.
guys.
We're running a little bit late, running by the seat of our pants.
Yes, we are.
The guys from Qualia bought a lot of gear, so we figured we got to squeeze at least 2 tunes out of them.
Definitely too.
So,
Okay, Christian wants to do Houdini because he doesn't remember.
That's
it's
all
on
good.
the spot.
So Houdini is one of your new tracks that people can find online,
Yeah.
right? iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, all that.
It's a pretty heavy song, so
It's
this
just-
is
So
for
this will be
me.
an interesting little
Yeah.
thing we're doing here then.
Yeah, this is it's because I'm pretty loud in this one, so
That's
I won't
okay.
be able to. So this is on this totally on the spot.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
So
I
yeah,
like
Graded
this.
on the
stay
spot.
that distance from the mic. That'd be
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
good.
We'll adjust
absolutely.
sound as we need.
All right, this is Qualia on ArtsTalk on 102.7 Chop FM.
Okay. Yeah.
It's loud, it's cold in this fiery hoax, and the calm bestowed and left you so bold, and fear and toad beside you and and the calm and toad beside what's in gold, and I don't want it, huh? I settle for a lie, huh? Don't cut it, huh? Your sugar is too fine. I don't want it, huh? Don't settle for a lie, don't cut it, huh? I'll ask you for a bottle, a cup now so I can drink. Is this water distilled enough, you think? You push me out past and beyond the brink of self-destruction. Now I can't think. Is this water distilled enough to drink? And the fever kicks in, I'll ask you for it, and I don't want it, I'll settle for a lie, don't cut it, your sugar is too fine, don't want it, don't settle for a lie, don't cut it, I'll ask you for it. You say it's all about your free will. Who are you to judge? And now I know I can. Thinking all about just free will, 'cause I don't wanna be left behind. You say it's all about your own will. So who are you to judge? And now I know I can. Thinking all about your own will, 'cause I don't wanna be left behind. It's loud, it's cold in this fiery hoax, and the calm bestowed and left you so bold, and the fear in toad what's left for you sold, and the calm in toad what's left you so bold, and it's all about your will. Who are you to judge? You know I can. Thinking all about your will, 'cause I don't wanna be left behind. Thinking all about this own will. Who are you to judge? You know I can. Thinking all about this own will. I don't wanna be left behind. I don't want it, I settle for a lie, don't cut it, your sugar is too fine, don't want it, I settle for a lie, don't cut it, I'll ask you for the truth, I settle for the truth, I'll ask you for the truth, kettle for the truth, I'll ask you for. Oh my God, that was totally by the seat of our
was
pants.
weird.
Awesome.
That is
awesome.
Qualia on ArtsTalk on
That's Houdini?
102.7.
That's the Houdini,
Houdini,
yeah.
that's Houdini, yeah.
That is a headbanger right
That's
there, man.
awesome.
Oh, it's heavy.
Can
Like
only
it's.
imagine what it sounds like.
Oh, absolutely. That's
It's fun to hear a heavy tune like that played with such restraint, though. I
Yes.
mean, you guys are obviously
Very
trying to.
restrained.
Yeah, it was very restrained, but you could feel the meat in it. You really could.
I couldn't stop bouncing around.
It's very raspy, screamy. I have the Argent scream that I
Yeah.
do in a lot of the. It's very Maynardy, very. There's a lot of that in there. So yeah, for me not to do that, it was just like.
I bet the ha came up in one of the jams. Was that a
did
placeholder
really good.
for you? And that sounded really cool.
Yeah, actually, you know what, Jason and I, for a little while, we're driving somewhere. We're driving to Longamakquade, and around the same time as we're writing this lick, and we were listening to a lot of Mudvayne.
Oh,
And Mudvayne is just kind of was like that chorus was like a very kind of Mudvayne-y kind of don't want it, you know, just that sort of thing.
You're
Yeah.
so right. I
So it was
That's
listening
true.
to Mudvayne, and it was just like, you know what? Now it came back and they were playing it heavy. Now I just started doing it. We're like, we have this look that we all look, and Christian does it. He goes,
Like
Yeah,
that's right.
So,
That's right.
so we'll be playing. He'll be like,
Love it.
Eyes closed, lips,
Yeah.
lips puckered, and just going for it.
and then Jason's hard to read sometimes because you'll be playing something and he's going like this, right? So you're like, do you like it? And he's
The
like,
bass
like this.
player.
Justin
goes like this.
shakes his head and
like
nods.
this and goes
There's
like
no
this.
camera.
Yeah. Thanks for that
Yes.
question. Thank you.
Thank you for the
that's
the
clarifying for the radio audience.
Descriptive
Exactly.
video.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Well,
So
guys,
we are getting close to that time.
We are. So let's recap again where people can hear your music, and if are they see any gigs planned, anything like that coming up?
Not until Tim wanted to come around Christmas time and do a gig. He wants to when he comes down next. We're gonna do a surprise show. Maybe
We'll host
Taylor
this. We'll
exactly.
figure this out.
So
You guys
Taylor
let me
can
know when you
figure it
want to
out.
do it.
That would be
Taylor's
fantastic.
becoming quite the promoter. So
Yes, we know that.
Hey,
We had
there
that
it is.
conversation.
I do a little bit, so yeah, let's do it.
When Timmy comes, we'll do something, and maybe in Newmarket, hopefully in Newmarket. But
Yeah.
we definitely want to do something. But the new project's going to come out, and hopefully have some stuff going with that. But SoundCloud, Qualia Canada, and YouTube,
music videos on
We have a
YouTube.
music video on YouTube.
Yes, for my favorite
Yeah.
song.
Yeah,
Live
exactly.
videos on
Yeah,
YouTube as well.
we called it Hash back then, and we're not going to tell you why. But that's the name of the song.
Oh, it's called Hash
on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Anyways, Qualia has got some really cool stuff online, so check it out.
Absolutely.
check it out online, guys. It was great to meet you.
Appreciate it.
Really good sounding
You as well.
stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's fun.
Why don't you come on back when you have your stuff in MP3?
Yes. Yes.
We'll do
correct.
this again for
We'll
sure.
do
We
this.
definitely
Absolutely.
should do it. You
Yeah.
guys, I tell you, we don't hear much sound like that.
No.
There's,
We appreciate that.
it's quite cool.
Yeah.
Very
we
unique.
Very much
Yeah.
appreciate
Very
it.
unique music. It's awesome.
It's you certainly tell the roots and the kind of music that you love and grew up on in it.
Oh, yeah.
You can hear that in the roots of it. It's
Yeah.
we don't hear much like that.
It would be great to do a show where we could hear you guys perform like this, but then also have your music to contrast it or compare it to, because you do sound very different from
Yeah.
what people have heard tonight.
Absolutely.
If you look it up online. So
Appreciate
anyways,
it.
yes.
So our
Thank you,
sincere
guys.
thanks to Qualia, Christian,
Excellent.
Justin, and Jason for coming, guys. Thank you
Great.
so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Taylor, another excellent job. Way to go.
Absolutely.
These are not
Taylor,
friends. These are
absolutely.
like
It's
this
easy.
is nostalgia.
This is so
easy.
This was
show didn't
my
become
intro.
great until Taylor joined the show. I'll tell you that.
You guys, you know what? I've checked it out. You guys done really well.
Oh,
Thank
Absolutely.
you. Thanks.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
kind of you to say
Times,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And next week we have.
Next week we have Beck Soulier, piano jazz berry, lovely lady. She's a great
So
gal. So got
make
lots of
sure
good
you
music
tune
coming
in
up.
next week at 6 o'clock to hear that.
Yep.
And in the meantime, this is ArtsTalk. Thanks for listening.
We got the Reddies on 102.7 Chop FM. We're out. Bye.
Tell me what you wanna say, tell me what you wanna be. But when there's something different, you gotta change things. Stop the insecurity of a flat bag in the world. All of them things
Morning shower? Check. Morning coffee? Check. Breakfast? Check. All the news, weather, and sports, along with the greatest music to get your day started, is here, waiting for you at 102.7 CHOP FM. Tune in to the morning show every weekday from 7:30 to 8:15 a.m. to complete your morning routine.